Hi, Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I will be delivering a channeled message for you all today. So, I'm going to start with our prayer and then we'll hop right into the messages. So, thank you, Most High God, Divine Mother and Father, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you so much for the viewer. Thank you for allowing your messages to be heard here today and for me to be a conduit of that message. Thank you so much for giving the viewer secret synchronicities as they listen to these messages. Thank you for helping to empower them and to open up the road for them in places where they may feel blocked at this time. Thank you for removing any thoughts that the viewer may be having at this time that may be impeding them from completing their projects or from feeling without anxiety. We thank you for allowing them to trade that anxiety right now. Trade that anxiety for peace and clarity, God. We thank you. We thank you right now that the viewer is overcoming, that they're receiving divine ideas in divine and rightful time, that their rightful companion is making their way to them right now, and that their heart and their mind and their energy and their spirit is being cleansed and purified and renewed and able to receive love when it does show itself. In your name, we thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. Okay, so the main feeling that I am feeling for you right now is the ability to receive love, the ability to welcome love into your space. And this is for you if you are the type of person who is always giving, always nurturing, always overdoing it, doing a lot, doing too much. And it's also for you if you find yourself in a feeling of feeling a little uncomfortable when love is presented to you. And I am seeing the sacral chakra. I'm seeing a prism of energy of colors, a rainbow, and the orange color is the most bright to me. And the candle that we chose today was an orange candle, and it was because of opening the road. The prayer for you is to open the road, okay? For the road to be open, for things of your desires to come to you effortlessly, for manifestation to be of divine service to you, Do you understand that? Like, your manifestations, your mind should be a divine servant of you, to you. And you are a divine servant of the divine, of the Most High. So, and let me tell you, love can look a lot of things. It doesn't always look the same. But one thing that love is love is love. Love is God. Love is our highest mind. Love is allowing us to be united and together. And one thing that impedes that is the divine feminine energy not being balanced. And I know that a lot of different places, or there are a lot of different views rather of the divine feminine. And the perspective of the divine feminine that the Most High showed me was literally this energy that is equal to masculine energy that is part of creation. And when things are created, when life is formed, when we move forward, when we progress, there is always this energy of a divine and a divine feminine and a divine masculine that is constantly in order, that's constantly in flow, constantly in movement, that allows life to be renewed every day. And the feminine aspect of this has been, it's right in front of our faces, the feminine aspect of life, but because we live in the tangible, all of us are more familiar with our masculine nature, because the masculine is what's physical, what's tangible, what we're actually able to do. The way the divine showed it to me is that the masculine is our physical workings, what we're able to physically accomplish in this life. And the feminine is that whisper that's inside of us, that invisible string that we know connects Absolutely all of us to one another. And sometimes we ignore that. Sometimes we ignore those invisible or those unspoken conversations that take place between us. And we're moving into a time now where people are going to be we're going to be calling each other out on each other's BS. Like, nah, you felt that, you understood that, we had a communication and didn't have to say one word. It's like we are becoming into this space where we are being real. We can't hide from the truths that we try to hide, And we all have a truth within us that we try to hide. Look at that candle. We all have truths within us that we try to hide. But when it comes to us coming together, when it comes to us uniting with one another, these truths are getting ready to be shared, and they're going to bring us closer together. Because the same truth that you're trying to hide, or the same truth that I'm trying to hide, or whomever, they're the very thing that brings us all together and unites us. Oh my goodness, look at that candle. Wow, it's the very thing that brings us together and unites us and brings us all together. So one thing that was being brought to my mind very strongly in my meditation about the divine feminine is this aspect of how the divine feminine has been removed from religious texts throughout history, especially with Christianity, because I was brought up in the Christian church, and that was one of the things that I questioned. If there is a Father God, why is there not a Mother God? Because I approached the question that way from childhood, God has shown me in that way that the divine masculine and the divine feminine is so much greater than just a man or just a woman. And that a lot of the stories that I was taught in the Christian church, they of course carry an air of truth to some degree. But there are also a lot of things that have been overlooked because we want to see things so tangibly. And it's the divine feminine aspect that we have to develop those powers and practice those powers, because it's the divine feminine that helps us to truly understand a lot of what those stories even meant to begin with. Because a lot of language was so poetic that many stories were written as metaphors in order for it to stay in lineage. So a lot of the oldest forms of religion were not even written down. They were verbal word of mouth stories. And that a lot of things have been mistranscribed just to take us off the right path. But one thing that I always say, and I'm going to have to keep saying it, is that the truth is written on our hearts. The truth is truly written on all of our hearts. We know how to treat each other. We know how to interact with one another. But sometimes, because we have been living so long in this masculine dominant world, and it has nothing to do with me, a feminine, so I'm a woman, so I'm in feminine energy. No, it's all of us. It's all of us humans. We've been down here really in this masculine focused drive, masculine driven society where it's what you do, your accomplishments out in the world, when we are not even really truly as a collective honoring that space that is our soul that needs to be developed. There is focus that is starting to be directed more towards shadow work and soul development, and that's beautiful. But for a lot of us, we are still missing the point, because we think if we get our little workbook, we write our little things, we go to church on Sunday or whatever ritual it is for you, that we're good. We've got our bases covered. But that spiritual work is really taking place within your soul, within the quiet spaces of your soul, the secret place of your soul. when you're just with you in the wee hours of the night, in the wee hours of the morning? What conversation is taking place within your soul? What energies are you developing in your mind? What powers are you developing in your mind? Because you are a powerful being. If you are here, you are an earth angel. You are an agent of change. And that's why you're here. Because your angels want you to focus more on how to develop the powers of the mind, and to remember that the mother aspect, the divine mother, the divine feminine aspect, it has its tangible and it has its intangible aspects as well. The mother is great. We all come here through the portal of the cosmic womb, right? That cosmic womb. And then we also come through this physical womb, right? The womb, the physical womb, is a very sacred space. For some of the ladies specifically, if you have been having difficult times with your emotions, or you've been noticing that your emotions have been up, down, here, there, all around, it is a call from your womb, from your sacred womb, to do womb work. And this womb work, it looks a lot like twerking. It looks a lot like baths. It looks a lot like yoni steaming. It looks a lot like yoga poses, stretching. It looks a lot like movement. It looks a lot like creation. Okay? And your angels are telling you that the reason why your energy or your emotions get out of hand for you around that time of the month is because you are a divine channel of the awakening of the energies in the world, the divine feminine, the divine womb, the things that we won't say, the suffering, the trauma, and the pain that we are feeling on a collective level that aren't being spoken, that are being ignored. You're feeling that through your womb. You're not crazy. You're actually doing what needs to be done, because there's a trade-off for the ignorance of us as a people. And some of us that carry the divine womb energy, some of us are doing our due diligence when we cry those additional tears, when we feel those additional energies. But it's not an excuse for you to not do your spiritual work in those energies, because you don't have the right to just go around acting like a rabid dog at that time. Sis, it's really an important time for deep spiritual work and cleansing and release to be done. So I'm also hearing that there needs to be a certain amount of creation that takes place too within this divine space. That not all women, no, I'm sorry, that some men do carry this connection to the divine womb, and it comes through them being in connection with their divine feminine energy. There are some masculine, there are some male people here on this planet who are very in tune with the divine womb. They're very in tune with the woes and the ups and downs and the pushes and pulls that are happening within that space of the cosmic womb and the divine womb. And they are in tune. It's because they are in tune with their divine feminine energy, that energy of being aware of what's connecting us, what connects us, what brings us together, what pushes us away from one another. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see what does God want to say about this energy of the divine feminine and us finding balance. Look, recognize and reward. Recognize the divine feminine. Recognize that when within the realm of creation, we have to honor the creative space. We have to honor the unknown. We have to honor that. Look, moving on destiny and awareness. We have, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician here together, this moving on energy is moving on from the darkness of not respecting and accepting your own divine feminine energy. Reflecting on your own divine feminine ways and ways that you can be in touch with the Divine Mother, the ways that you recognize the energy of creation within yourself, the divine creation within yourself, that creative process that takes place within you that only you and the divine know about, that secret, sacred place, that space of creation, that place of thought, that place where a choice is made. I'm hearing a choice where you choose to focus, who you choose to focus on, what you choose to focus on. It's all part of strengthening your divine feminine. The way that you're able to say yes or say no to certain thought pathways. It's all part of developing your divine feminine energy. And there will be a reward for that. There will be a reward. And for someone, whoever this energy of like forcing, trying very hard, doing too much. Yeah, that energy of doing too much came up in the very beginning. It's really, I'm hearing like deception and envy. That's what I'm hearing around this, but it's really an energy of you needing to be more aware of your own needs, your own desires, and what you need. The waiting game. It's almost as if you have been waiting for a long time for things to turn around and for things to, for you to be able to overcome certain things. And you've not figured it out yet. A lot of sadness, even doubt, questioning of your faith. And I'm hearing your faith will be renewed. You've been praying. I mean, it's almost like someone who's praying to walk. It's like you're going to do more than walk. You're going to fly. Spiritual strength. You're going to do more than walk. You're going to fly. But it starts with what you believe, what you truly believe in your heart, the way you believe, the way you receive. And I'm seeing this energy here as the divine feminine energy of the thought realm, of what are you thinking, what happens in that secret, sacred space of where we're all connected with one another, where love only exists. What happens in that space? How often do you go to that space? Do you feel welcome in that space? Look, and then the third eye chakra. These are a lot of chakra cards that have come out on this table, you guys. We've got the third eye, heart chakra, and the throat chakra. Okay, we've got the third eye. And look, these energies, whatever is going on in your heart, whatever happens here in your heart space, that's the truth. Okay? How you're able to communicate that happens with this. This is almost like creation. This is so much like the sacral chakra, the throat chakra is, because what you say, what you create, the blue chakra is about creativity, the depths of what's happening here in the heart space, and how you're able to communicate it is going to show how balanced or imbalanced we are here. And that has a lot to do with how we're seeing things. So how you're able to feel it and see it is how you're able to call it. And for some of you who, if you're not careful, you may speak everything through this lens of hurt and pain, and it may truly be your truth. And it's definitely an important part of the collective truth, because your pain is important. Your experiences are important. The things you've been through are important, and they matter just as much as anything else. But your angels don't want you to stay there. They want you to come back to this feeling of gratitude, because that feeling of gratitude is what's going to call in more beautiful things to you. It's going to allow you to feel safe enough to trust that divine feminine energy that tells you to love, that tell you that love is all we need. Look, emotional loss. There is a lot of emotional loss. Financial loss. I'm hearing that it could have even been so much loss that so much emotional loss that it ended up costing you financially too. But with these 2 5s coming out, that's changing. That's changing. And look, more chakra energy. The base chakra, the crown chakra, every chakra but the sacral chakra, right? The divine womb, right? But I'm seeing that it's so important for you to work on balancing and aligning your energy. And it's coming with a lot of this shadow work. This energy is very similar, of coming out of the shadows of ignoring the divine feminine and coming into the truth of balancing it. And recognizing that the divine feminine and the divine masculine is within all of us. It's within you. And what you're doing, the divine masculine with this sun energy, what you're doing, what you're actually doing, what you're actually experiencing in your day-to-day life is reflecting what's going on here. So the honesty of what's going on here is what's going to allow you to maneuver and manipulate in a loving way. Manipulation is not always bad. Manipulate in a way where you're starting to choose of your highest mind, where you're learning how to work with the divine feminine energy in a way where you enjoy your life, where you improve the quality of your life without having to harm anyone else, without having to take away from anyone else. This is true shadow work. This is you seeing the way you fit in the collective and what you have to offer to the collective. Why you're important, why you are needed, why your healing is important to each and every one of us. Your healing is important to each and every one of us. But for whomever this reading is truly for, you're still here listening to this message. You've been trapped in fear. You've been discontent. You've been bored. You don't know what you're birthing. You want to birth something. But I'm hearing it's like it's almost when you're at the end of a pregnancy. You're at the end of a pregnancy. With this fertility and the Empress, this is giving divine womb. Don't focus on negative things. I'm hearing you are the seed. You are this beautiful thing that has come through the divine womb. There is something that is being birthed through you at this time. And new beginnings under that. Your spirit team does not want you to lose your faith. They don't want you to lose your focus. They want you to maintain the belief in this divine womb that you are connected to. Look, solar plexus here. Solar plexus, all the chakras are here. Literally all the chakras are here except for the sacral chakra, you guys. And that is unusual for this many chakra cards to show up in one reading. This is all about chakra alignment. So somebody has been doing work with trying to understand what's going on in their energy. I mean, literally, you've been working to try to understand yourself. You've been working to try to improve your energy. You've been working to show yourself love in a place where it feels like there is no love. You've been doing the work that most people won't do. I'm hearing someone's been fasting, or someone's planning a fast, or developing a fast, or coming up with a fast, or it's something. And this is a divine choice, and it's for some of you, you're being asked to choose between this and between seeing whatever this negative thing is that's going on. You're being asked to choose between whether or not you're going to Focus on your new beginning, who you're becoming, who you're growing into, how the dirt that has been thrown on you has been exactly what you needed to grow you. Look, with the divine, with the triumphant success, this is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords for me is always my God card, always God energy. What can you take from these experiences that you have been through and apply them into becoming your greatest version? How can you become who you are? Look, and finally, look, the sacral chakra comes out. This is all about alignment. I have never done a reading where all the sacral cards, all the chakra cards come out. And you're being asked to divinely trust this process, because there is a kundalini energy that is going on. If you're connecting with this energy, you may definitely connect with the last reading that I posted, because there is this energy moving through the collective where if we keep our focus, there is going to be this divine awakening, and it's going to be like someone set off this spiritual bomb where we all wake up at once and we all gain this new understanding and this new enlightenment, this new sense of self, this new sense of oneness, this new respect for one another. And I'm hearing it happen suddenly, like almost overnight. This idea of love and acceptance for our brothers and sisters, it comes like so fast. So fast. And I'm hearing that it's catching on too. This love thing is catching on. You know how easy it is to hate someone, for someone to hate you, how easy it is for someone to be so mean in the grocery store or something like that, or when you're driving, how easy it is. Yeah, all that is coming to an end. I'm hearing that there is like this huge major awakening that is going on. And the chosen ones, the earth angels, we're going to start recognizing each other by each other's fruits. Not what we're wearing every day. Look, life is speeding up, y'all. Antelope spirit, I'm telling you, it's going to happen so fast. Like so many people are about to be united like you cannot believe. I was hearing eagle spirit when I was telling you to hold on. Somebody that feels down, somebody that feels, I feel so excited for you, because I'm hearing whoever that is that feels down, like this is the end. I'm hearing you shall mount upon wings like an eagle, you shall run and not be weary. Whoever that person is that's praying to go from to that wants to I'm hearing metaphorically walk in a situation, you're going to fly. Whatever this project is that you're trying to bring to life, you're just like, I just hope it does this. God is here. It's like, nah, you're gonna fly. This is gonna go way above what you're thinking. Look, with the scared beetle, I'm gonna end it there. Magic works through you, and this is also a number 7. You guys, whoever this reading is for, I'm so excited for you. Peace and many blessings to you. Balance your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Learn ways to practice. May you prosper. May the road be opened for you. May you see the light. May you see your way. May your energies be aligned. And so much love. I'm sending you so much love, and we will talk again soon. All right. Bye.